started preparing for our wedding back in
January, February?
Yeah. January.
Yeah.
It was right back when we came back from Italy last time. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And we decided to have a relatively small wedding in a nice venue.
I wanted to go to Vegas and get married by Elvis, but that got shot down.
Yeah, it did. I was, you know, we're going to see the Elvis movie tomorrow. So, but no, we had a really great wedding. We booked a really amazing suite at the Umstead. You did.
Yes.
You splurged. You went all out.
It's your wedding night. You can't go home. You go to a hotel.
Right. And then my sister gifted us an extra night, which was amazing.
Yeah. The Umstead sent us champagne and chocolate-covered strawberries, which was awesome.
Oh, say.
I think it was good, and the pool was wonderful, and the landscaping. Except I had some poison ivy.
Yeah. I don't think I paid for the champagne and strawberries anyway. I might have.
You might have. So the wedding was relatively small. It's post-COVID, so I think we kept it under 50. We decided that we would have our cocktail hour first because we really wanted to hang out with our friends. And then our ceremony was impromptu, well, not impromptu, but just stand up in the main area. And then we had dinner and dancing and fun. So it was a little different and not as traditional as it can be.
Well, because neither of us are religious. I'm an atheist.
I just think that there's lots of positive paths that get you to the end.
But I really like old traditions, so I had found hand fasting. I didn't know much about it. I just liked the idea of something very ancient like that being done. But it fit in with you.
It's kind of Scottish and sort of Northern European. And originally it was kind of like a betrothal, and you had to re-up it every year. So if a couple wanted to get married, they wanted to betroth themselves to each other, then they would do a hand fasting ceremony where in front of their neighbors and friends and families, the tribal spiritual person there in the clan would actually take and bind their hands together. And then at the end of the year, they got to reevaluate how things had gone and whether or not they wanted to remain together or not. That was our engagement.
Yes.
Now take each other's hands, left hands together. And then place one hand on top for protection and the other on the bottom for support. So I am going to wrap these hands with this beautiful piece that has been created. I have to show it off first. A little bit of artwork here by the bride, absolutely gorgeous. And so with this beautiful sash, I am going to be sealing in your vows. And forever will this represent the marital bond for you as a keepsake. All right, so the first knot is for Laney's love for Jennifer. And the second is for Jennifer's love for Laney. And the third and the last knot represents all of you here for the love and the support and the witnessing of this day, this very special day in this couple. That I can pronounce you husband and wife and you may slip your hands out of the cord. I will take it as you take your first kiss as husband and wife.
So we obviously had to plan our honeymoon, and we talked, we could go anywhere. We could go for as long as we wanted, so we decided on a month. I don't know how we decided on a month, but somehow we came up with a month.
I don't know how you decided on a month. I think you were, it was just before you took the position, so you had decided that at that point. And then once you took the position, you realized you could work remotely as well. So it's some vacation and some digital nomad.
Yeah, so 4 weeks. I had 3 weeks of vacation to take, and then a week I had to work at night while you sat in the hotel room.
And we chose Scotland because it was, well, first off, it's a place we wanted to go.
Yeah.
It's popped up on both of our ancestry as being a major proportion of our heritage.
Is it number one on yours? Mine is English and,
I'm like
and Welsh.
28% Scottish.
And then Italian and then Scottish.
That's you, not me, but yes. And then we're also, you know, sort of not fond of the extreme heat of North Carolina in the summertime. So we're chasing the 70-degree day, 21 degrees Celsius, and northern Scotland is quite lovely this time of year. So we did some research there. There's other places too. I think we sort of tossed around the idea of some other places like, you know, Sweden or Norway.
Yeah.
But we had been looking, when we were buying our house in Italy, we had also been looking at Ayrshire, Scotland as an opportunity to buy a home. So after we bought the property in Italy and arrived after never seeing it, we decided that we definitely wanted to tour the village and things. We've learned that we'd like to be able to get off a plane and take a public transit, preferably a rail, directly to the village where we'd like to stay. And that village also needs to have like a market, a cafe, a restaurant, a library. Those things would be preferable. We decided to spend a few days in Boston.
Yeah. Hey Jim, where are we? So the Kimpton 90 is a IHG hotel. Went ahead and tried it out. It was an awesome hotel. It was right near the Commons, right across from King's Chapel.
Suffolk University, easy walking distance to Cheers, the Union Oyster House, and the Freedom Trail. Which
it's right on the Freedom Trail.
Yeah, we walked all of, except for crossing over the bridge. The room itself was small and compact, but yet sumptuous. It had leathers and wood and dark, and
there's a very rock and roll vibe to the hotel.
Definitely.
Like Johnny Depp would hang out there probably.
Of course he would. In fact, when we walked in, I was like, "Is this?" I think we're some of the older people here.
Yes,
so.
there were people our age.
We found people our age.
And free wine every night.
They do have a cocktail hour every evening,
yeah.
So that was good. In Boston, what was one of your fun? What was one of the most fun things that we did while you were in Boston?
The Secret.
Okay.
So there's this book that came out in 1982 called The Secret by Byron Price, and he had 12 treasures in around North America. I think one's in Canada, the rest are in the States, and in that time 3 have been found. One was found the year after, one was found like 10 years ago, one was found last year in Boston. So I've been to the one in Cleveland. I haven't been to Chicago, which was the first one, but we were in Boston. We went and walked. It's right off the Freedom Trail. We'll put some video in of where it was at. It was buried in a ballpark which wasn't found until construction crews were digging up the park to redo it. They astroturfed over the park, so had they not found it, it would be lost forever. Yeah. But you loved something about that area too.
Yeah, so I'm not a big secret fan, but that's okay. I enjoy, we went to Manio in North Carolina, yes, looking, and I enjoy going to the places and looking in Charleston, various different places.
Oh, that's right. We've been to three other, I've been to 3 other cities.
Right.
You've gone on 2 of them with me.
But where this was, this ball field, this great community park that they have there in Boston, it was the site of the Great Molasses Flood, which was an engineering disaster that ended up killing people horribly in Boston at the harbor, and you should totally look that up and check it out. And then when you go and walk the Freedom Trail, you'll be right near that area, and
yep, and it's like a half a block away.
Yeah, because molasses, oh my god, it does not. How do you have a flood of molasses?
I picture a 20-foot wall of molasses
just
moving
going slow.
Really slow.
Yes, exactly. But I don't think that's what happened at all. It was actually quite horrendous.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things in Boston was following some recommendations from some friends. So Caroline and Mike suggested that we go to Mike's Pastry. Mike was not related to Mike's Pastry. No. For the best cannolo that were there. We actually did a short clip and posted that up on Instagram. And all right, so we watched your episode on the best cannolo in Italy, and we decided while we were in Boston, we'd try out Mike's Pastries in Little Italy on a friend's recommendation. So it's a beautiful cannoli shell. It's got your traditional mini chocolate chips on there, but I'm pretty certain that you would say that this ricotta is too sweet, because it's nice for an Italian-American cannolo. And
to Pasta Grammar.
And tag Pasta Grammar, because they just recently went all over Italy and were looking at some of the best cannolo in Italy. Yep. So that was kind of fun. They actually said, hey, back, that they tried them and they liked them too. So
we got a cannolo and a lobster tail, which is like I can't say it's sfogliatello.
Yeah, it's not.
It looks like it, but instead of flaky dough, it's like,
it was dense.
It was dense. It was good. It was really amazing.
Yeah. I'm very excited to go back to Italy and get some of those pastries there.
Then we took those to this awesome little park. They put in all these parks where the Big Dig. Last time I was there, it was just like a big hole where this is at, where they were digging for the Big Dig, and now it's covered up and the trains run underneath it, and it's this beautiful, amazing park with these big swings, like a bench that's a swing. And a
splash pad.
Yeah.
There was music. There was a lot of good things out there.
And it's right by Little Italy. Mike's is in Little Italy. Mm-hmm. This was right by Little Italy. So we walked all through Little Italy.
We did. We walked a lot.
Let's see.
We also had some, we got massages. That was lovely.
Yeah. That was my favorite part, actually, now that I think about it. Jen booked us 2 full body massages at this awesome place.
It was, something waves. I'll look it up and put it in the comments.
So we went in, and I've been having some problems with my leg. So I was like, and it had really been hurting from the walking. So the woman said, get as undressed as you're comfortable with. I got buck naked. Jen says that's not what you're supposed to do, but
you can, no, you're to be as comfortable as you wish to
I figured that keeps your underwear from getting all greasy, so.
Oh, well, you don't have to get a massage there.
I'm comfortable.
walking down Charles Street in Boston. Just had a wonderful breakfast at the Paramount. Trying not to trip over the honeymoon brick pavers. But it's a gorgeous street. You should definitely check it out. When we arrived, you'll see, we are sort of aiming towards a really cool little village that Laney's actually explored once before for our first night on our road trip. So can't wait to share that with you.
Yeah. Here, this is all funky on me.
This pins the bishop.
It does pin the bishop. I gotta get my chest stuff in.
There you go. Do you like, dislike, too much light?
No, light's good. Your glasses, though, it's ring. You're gonna have a ring in your glasses.
Better?
No, one up. There you go.
Well, you know, I don't have a ring in my glasses. That's the way it goes. All right.